Okay, I'll recap
Before,
again what everybody let me talk for a second. This is what happened last
Yeah,
session. You guys fought the
his
kobolds.
friend was like,
You got the iron and brought it back to the ruined encampment, where you were going to turn that over to Oleg. You've just got done getting the material back. It was a little heavier bulk. It was like 5 bulk somebody's carrying. Um, Let me know if you guys are turning it over. When we start the session, rain is starting to fall. It's late at night. You haven't rested and you're coming into camp. So as you're coming into camp, you hear some sounds. You do notice as you ride into the main camp entrance that there is a chariot parked to the south with 2 horses that are actually tied up next to some of the rubble. This does have the assemblages of Iomea all over the chariot itself and some extra bags hanging off the side of it. They seem to be empty now, but it looks like they have carried massive amounts of weight at one point because they kind of like are stretched and have heavy stretch marks on the outsides of the bags, like they're heavily worn. And at that, I'll go ahead and get the game started and unpause it.
"Hey
Can you
Tim,
help me turn you down?
What's that?
you need to
You
tell
need to turn me
Bram
down.
and Kitty
Yes,
how to
because
draw their hands,
you are so loud
the
in my
red
head.
hand.
Oh, they're
uh,
fading out.
I mean,
Robert, is it okay if we say that we got healed on the way because we would have used like heal skill to get some HP back?
No, this is what you're going to do in camp. Because if
Dang
you
it.
don't do it during exploration, tell me that when we're stopping the end of the last game that you guys are going into healing and do the rolls. No. So now that you're back to camp, you can do these type of activities. And at this point, you're in exploration mode, so you can move into doing medicine and anything else like that. If somebody wants to do their medicine, be sure to target the individual, do the medicine skill because it also gives them the debuff, so they can't get it again for another hour.
Kitty, Daisy, prettiest girl at the ball.
I don't have healing.
You're muted.
Okay. I'm gonna need Not to help me with this.
What?
You would have healed,
Pepper
right?
does not have healing skills.
Who
Is
has
anyone hurt? I mean,
who has
I'm in.
medicine?
You want me to help
Some,
with what?
Medicine.
Oh, I'm not trained in medicine. I'm no doctor.
Oh my god.
I am.
Well, let's do it now. I'm kind of hurt from that fight, and I had some, like, technically, I had some critical effect going off until I get healed,
Oh,
Correct.
so I
and
can
like,
make
I
you
don't.
feel real good, but I
I don't
can't
think
heal
I
you.
see him.
As you
thanks for the
guys
light.
as you guys come into campment, you see a bullseye lantern become or start walking your way. It's Levenenton. He's like, "Hey, guys, make it back. Good, you've got. Oh, you guys are injured. Do you need some help?"
Oh yeah, yeah, a lot of help, but
Jean
we
Oui.
managed to get back safely.
Jesus Christ, how do I find him on this map?
As you see Levington yell out, you see a human female come out. She's got kind of like a palish skin. She comes walking out. You see what looks like a lady dressed in pads, light, not really armor, but more of the outer jacket. It's got semblages of Iomea all over it. She's got reddish hair that flows all the way down her back. Otherwise, you can see that it looks like she has a birthmark of a symbol of Iomea in the middle of her forehead, but it's a birthmark, which is very unique. She's like, "Who's injured?"
Yago raises his hands. Right here, right here.
I'm also going to point at Daisy.
What?
Didn't you get lit up in the last fight? Turned into a bit of a mad cow?
No. Oh, you did not just say that.
It was Daisy, and she was mad. It qualifies.
I mean, okay, good. I can't even turn my
The hard part.
fucking angle.
Shift in your arrow keys.
I doing that. Shut up, Tim. You're
Not doing it
playing.
right.
Stop being right.
I mean, I didn't hit the shift key. That's fair. And don't forget, you're to blame for everything. Oh, well.
Shoot.
Okay, Dungeon Master, is there any way I can help her with medicine, even though I can't see shit?
Yes. If you did a 15 DC medicine check and you get higher than that, you can help add to it. She seems to be pretty skilled at what she's doing, though.
Ooh.
Oh, are any of the dwarves nearby?
No, not that they're not out in the rain and it's dark too, so they might actually be in tents or something.
Okay, I got you. I'm just going to, when I do see them next, quietly let them know the translated terms I gave the kobolds. Roughly 1 kilogram of metal for a year of service. It's just like caravan guards or fucking minor miscellaneous duties.
There is no active encounter. Okay, whatever.
One second here and I'll roll the healing. My interface is being slow today for some reason.
So, fuck you. It actually flipped me to bird.
That was my fault.
Damn, 16, man. She critted you on giving you healing back. Holy crap.
Nice.
Huh?
Happy ending.
She did remove the continuous effect as well.
Nice.
Well, we're very satisfied with the service.
You notice as you're seeing this lady, you notice telltale signs that'll give you a recall knowledge, religion on, or cultism.
Okay. Just a second.
Hey, for my question, is Daisy hurt at all?
Yes.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Look at your character. It shows your
Yes,
current hit points.
Yeah, Daisy definitely got slapped
You
in the
can just
mouth with some
double-click on
arrows
your
last
character.
session.
There you go. You can double click and see
I
max
can't
is 24
see
and
her.
it's 16.
No, where?
Okay.
I distinctly remember the kobolds taking offense to the fact that she exists as an entity. If I remember correctly, they accused her of being bovine in nature.
Oh my god, I knocked him out. Point being, I want to help her, but I don't see.
Jago, looking at the person in front of you, you notice that as Ollington's lantern, he's got a bullseye lantern. That's kind of what's lighting everybody up right now. As his lantern flickers and turns, you notice that her eyes go from a pure ice blue to a washed over black in the dark, like there's something kind of like flickers over her eyes. You've seen this before, heard about this before in your teachings. That's normally the sign of somebody that's divinely touched. So
What does that mean?
maybe a half breed, maybe a
Oh,
Nephilim, maybe a Nephilim.
but I'm gonna say thank you, my lady. That really suited my pain.
Anybody else injured? You look like you're injured. She's looking up at this tall minotaur. Do you need assistance as well, Colleen?
Yeah,
Do you need healing?
I guess so.
Okay.
Well, since I can't do it,
You can always try untrained. She might not either. Let's see how the roll goes. Oh, that's not good. Your wounds are too grievous. I can't heal them. I'm sorry.
It's all good.
Burned.
Is there anyone else in need of assistance?
I'm trying to help Kitty, but
What you'd use is your proficiency in medicine. That's it.
Targeter,
I
roll the
mean,
die.
you say that.
I will return to my tent then.
No, no, shit. No. Inventory.
And she can't be treated by treat medicine due to the fact that there was a failure on her for an hour.
Oh, there we go.
Oleg says, thanks for returning the medal.
Yeah, we all benefit from it. The sooner we get this base up and running, the better it is for everybody.
Everybody that has ore on their person can delete it now, or I can go through and look at them.
I don't believe so.
Is there a place we can bunk down here?
Yes, I have 2 tents left open if you guys want to double bunk in those. Otherwise, we can throw cover over one of the wagons as well. That's why we're trying to get this restored here. Next day or two, we should be able to do something. If this is not hospitable enough, you're more than welcome to make camp wherever you like and return in the morning to help out. Right now we have Shan Wei. She's able to do some patrols later tonight to keep an eye on the place, but she's not hanging around more than the morrow because she's got other jobs she has to do along this road. I think she works for Jealousia and Dory, one of the other sword lords. She doesn't work for Ophelia.
I'll
Still,
take
we're
any of
very,
these.
very grateful for the help
Yeah, there you
you showed us. Do you need some assistance?
go. Do I know?
I'm asking her. The healer, the Nephilim.
Oh, her name is Sean Wee. So Sean with a W-E-E on the end. Sean Wee.
Shall we? Do
Hmm.
you need some assistance here?
No, I'm good. You can't help me. She says that in a very condescending way too.
That sounds like a challenge.
I'll give you an occultism roll off of that and the way that she's interacted with your group, which might help you understand her a little better too if you make it. Anybody else watching the interactions can do either religion or occultism as well.
Oh, that's a lower one.
Religion.
Come on. Sorry, mine is really slow.
My computer is also running a bit on the slow side today.
It might be the server running a little slow too. So
It's probably Tim's fault. I'm just saying.
damn, Grim got it. Okay.
Whoa. I haven't even rolled,
Okay.
man.
Go
Well,
for it,
click
man.
on the button.
Yeah, man.
I'm trying.
Tim's fucking with your
Hold
wrist
up.
too. Just saying.
It's
That's
a
strong.
ID 10T error.
Oh damn. Losing that on keyboard.
Yep. Tech. Come on. Under your proficiencies, it's called religion and occultism. Alphabetical.
Oh my god, I hate you so much right now. Fuck. God damn it. Just.
Could be worse. Could be a meth addict trying to do it. You know, the shakes. That'd be hard to control a mouse. I'm just saying.
I mean,
He would have
okay.
clicked it like 5 times in a row. Click.
So, arcane, right?
Occultism
Religion or
or
occult?
religion? The occult or religion. Religion is easier. It's actually a lower DC. And this is only a standard one, so the DC for this is a 12. So almost everybody already got it. Detailed information is if you actually critical the roll, which is 10 more for a 22, which Brian did get. So Grim knows a little more about her than the others.
Alright.
Others in the group.
Here we go.
Stalker.
Cool. There we go. All right. So all of you know the way she's acting, she's most likely an obedience paladin of Iomea. They're kind of like the enforcers of the clergy. They won't work for anybody that's not stronger than them or more devout than them. In fact, it's their anathema if they should ever take orders from somebody and that is lower stationed than themselves. So think of paladins and their orders. This chick has an order that if she followed anybody else's order that's below her, she would lose her fucking paladinhood. So she is divinely invested to be a dick to anybody that's a peon. Okay? Brian, you know a little bit more about them. Grim knows not only do obedience paladins have that anathema where they could be subjected to losing the order, but they're so strong in their face that they're used as judges because they have the ability to stare down an individual when in combat that's a lesser than them. That gaze can do psychic damage that physically manifests as blisters and wounds in the individual. So if you're of a lesser skill or power than an obedience paladin like that and you stand against one, they can shame you and demoralize you, and that demoralizing effect actually makes your skin catch fire with a type of holy flame.
God damn.
Wow.
Yeah, so obedience paladins are usually used as justicars and magistrates for the clergy, and very rarely are they on assignment to anybody else. So her being on
Can you
assignment, something else is going on. But
can
this
you
is
just
outside of your area, and she doesn't even work for your sword lord, so it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind.
can you describe Brian's character?
Sure. He is a 6.5 foot humanoid, looks a little bit elven, white hair, white skin, wears oiled black leather armor, carries a blade that seems to have runes carved down the inside of it. Otherwise, when you see him go into combat, he always leaves his left hand free, and when he does, you watch energy sparkle around it, and that either engages his body and his armor and makes runic tattoos appear on his flesh, or it enables his blade, and you see it glow with the energy of his spells. And when he's hit things, you
Well,
watch lightning come off of his blade and whip around to those in front of him when he's fighting.
alrighty then.
He
Okay.
looks like Elric, Nuke. This character was really,
I
and
mean,
that's the
come
image that
on.
they have.
Elric was a skinny motherfucker.
Yeah, and this dude's got really no
You
buff.
did not describe a skinny motherfucker.
I know I didn't on
2.5
purpose.
feet tall.
Okay. Otherwise, Shwani walks back into one of the tents. You do see Monik walk over.
And
She's looking at the rest of you and she's saying, Sean, we brought in something that I believe was for uh, Jago, and I'll give it to him.
okay, has nobody paid attention to Kitty? I'm sorry.
She stepped away from it.
On my end, it's also hard to hear her when she's speaking. Her mic sometimes cuts in and out. So
Right, and she's sitting so
it,
close to me. For future games, I'm going to sit in another room. It's a little easier for her talking.
yeah, like if I don't acknowledge something that she said, I'm not doing it intentionally. Let's put it like that.
Right.
Well, I
Bullshit.
mean, I'll
Bullshit.
give her a potion if no one's seen to her injuries.
We can't for at least an hour.
Well, you can take a
Somebody
potion.
will feel
Hold on.
you know.
Medicine, you can't use the medicine skill on somebody for at least an hour unless you have combat or you have a field medic or other feats
I
that go
do
on it.
not, but I have a potion.
Yes, potions and other magical curing still work even though you have the debuff from the medicine. I was just letting everybody know.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
The adventurers as we are, we wouldn't use potions until we really need them.
Oh,
While you
God.
can check, you can try to do medicine in an
Stop
hour.
talking! I
What?
walk out of whatever area that is.
Move your character.
Yeah.
Move your character. You'd like to peace and quiet. Move away.
Big times. Pause.
Wizard.
Ugh.
Okay.
I mean,
Did
come
she
on,
hand over
Dungeon Master. I can only be around idiots
Okay,
for so long time.
you stepped away, Jimmy. So now at this point, you mute because you're not in the group to talk. So unless you're talking to yourself over there, that's cool.
Fair enough.
She says, Swan, we brought back the satchel for you. I have it in my gear. In the morning, I'll turn it over to you unless you need it immediately tonight.
No, that's okay. Let's do it in the morning.
Let's get you guys into some tents so that you can rest, get some food. Hopefully, the rain will stop in a little bit. We can fire back up the pit and get some food on the barbie for you. Anything interesting with the Kabols, or just a random group of Kabols that hit this place?
Well, random group of kobolds, but they're going to be valuable for we have, in our infinite wisdom, arranged for a bit of a labor deal because we know that it takes a lot of effort to dig these fortified trenches. So we give them about a kilogram of raw metal, and they'll give us 10 whole laborers for 1 year. Worst trade deal in the history of trade deals, but we're going to benefit greatly.
And when do we expect these to show up?
Well, to be honest, they had no concept of distance. When I asked where their camp was, they pointed and said that away, a good long ways. So
Excellent.
they will arrive at some point,
Excellent.
maybe.
If the one we let go survives at all.
Oh yeah,
Oh my god.
he also did get fucked up a little bit before we cut him loose. So hopefully he doesn't get eaten by a bear. But if he survives the bear and survives the walk of an undetermined distance, we'll be golden.
So how are we supposed to know if they're friendly kobolds or not? When they
Well, that's the fun part. We don't. Worst case scenario, we just get to test our defenses. Really nothing but a win all the way down.
But since you've set the contract with them, as long as you're around or at least checking in, we'll be able to maintain that and maybe switch that contract to something else. The other thing is if you did make some companions in the area, that could lead into easier exploration of some of the environment if they've been living out here for years versus you're just becoming attuned to this environment of the Greenbelt. So I
Yeah.
see that as a win-win if they do come back. But if we have to keep them under, if we have to keep them under boot, then that'll just be something we have to do.
Well, I mean, they're pretty primitive. We managed to convince them that we're kind of like war gods in our local religion. I mean, which wasn't too hard considering that fucking sparks is flying off that dude's fingers and sword, so...
Yeah. Scaring them shouldn't be too hard.
Really isn't. And, like, as long as they're used to getting suppressed, so if we just show them a little bit of kindness, it goes a long, long way. I'm not saying, like, kick the dog shit out of them. I'm saying that, like, give them a short leash and then don't give them any more leash. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, totally understand.
All right. Good to go.
Yeah, we also found some dwarven stone. Been wondering if our engineers here would like to take a look at it. Or send somebody with us to check what it does.
Yeah, if only we had an engineer nearby.
I mean, a
And
dwarven
dwarves.
engineer,
What if we had dwarves nearby?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think they're on their union-sponsored smoke break currently.
Yeah, that one that normally kicks in around midnight. Oleg's like, yeah, the one that kicks in around 12 bells. All right, guys. You guys got this covered. There's some open tents. Just kind of open the flap before you run in. There might be other people sleeping. I'll let you guys do whatever you're going to do.
I'm gonna get a tarp for the carriage and shit, and I want to sleep on the carriage.
Okay. A couple of, if you want, you can bunk in the shop too. As Levenenton's going back, he goes, shop's open too, hard floor, but if you got bedrolls, at least got a roof over it. A little warm, but
I'm gonna follow that guy.
I'm gonna go where majority is.
you're going to follow Levenenton to his house?
Yeah. I mean, that's what he offered.
Okay. Well, he points as he's going towards it. He points to the building behind. He goes, shop's back there as he's going in his door.
Then I'm going to the shop.
Cool. And you get a cover for the wagon. Anybody else going to a tent?
I'm gonna go under the wagon.
Okay, that works too.
Let us know we can hit that rest button.
If no one has anything else to do, go ahead.
Where's the rest button?
Underneath your max hit point.
Yeah, on your main
Underneath my
character
what?
sheet. Main character sheet page, the summary, there's a rest button.
Under your max hit points next to a coffee cup.
Yeah, I couldn't do that storytelling thing, which is really weird that it takes performance to do the storytelling.
Yep. Well, in a way, though, you are telling a story, so you're performing, right? Just like a bard.
I know, but I expected it to be a knowledge thing.
I mean, if you pay attention though, like even public speaking is definitely a performance. There's a huge difference between a great storyteller and, your local drunk asshole at the bar.
I agree, yeah.
Are you guys saying I'm a bard? I feel honored. Thank you. Okay, night passes easily. You wake up this morning, you literally hear fucking roosters crowing at the fucking butt crack of dawn. You hear these things ripple through the buildings. You're hearing, quack, 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 and then all of a sudden you're hearing a whole bunch of, holy shit, shut that fucking bird up. And you hear it three more times in Dwarven, but not in common. So you're hearing, ich noch sehr, it kind of sounds like a little Klingonish, but still. And you see the dwarves get out of the tent and they head over towards it. Anybody that's inside the forage area, you're being woke up to looking up the skirt of dwarves. So yeah, they go commando. So you're seeing some hairy nuts. I'm just telling you that right now. You want to get the fuck out the forge so we can heat the metal and get some nails on? I'd like to not sleep in a tent in the next couple of days. And at that, anybody in the workshop is rousted out of the workshop. And it is literally they're grabbing your stuff, sticking it in your arms, and pushing it out. Now, I do want to point out, everybody takes their armor off at night. So if you're wearing armament, you do take it off at night. It does take for light armor a minute to put it on. If it's medium to heavy, it is 5 to 10 minutes to put it on. And that is why camping becomes very important in some of those activities, because if one person's on watch, like last night, Oleg said he was going to turn around and have Shwani watch, but he didn't do that. So just because he's not that type, he doesn't know when to do these things. So there was no watch last night, but I did still roll. So, okay. And if anybody has to rise to come to a fight in the middle of the night, you're not wearing your armor. And if you're going to wait the minute, that's 10 rounds, 10 melee rounds. All right, good luck to you. I don't know how many of your party mates I'll kill before you get your armor on, but, that's seriously why, in some ways, the storytelling and some of the things you can do in a camp actually do help the party. Because if I tell a story or somebody tells a story at the campfire, you all get a bonus of +1 or +2 to your rolls. That can help you in the middle of a fight you're armorless and all you've got is a sword in your hand, right? So just FYI. Okay. Yes, we know that you are always in your armor. It's leather. Okay.
A barbarian that can sleep in
called
medium armor.
it's called utter armor.
Yeah, and feats. There are feats that she has. Okay.
Not feet.
There's that. At that, sitting around the fire, let me light it up.
My grandma and your grandma.
Both fires are going around the camps as you guys get up in the morning.
Sauce.
What's that?
said, just so you know, I have an aversion to barbecue sauce.
Okay. Heifer has an aversion to barbecue sauce.
What about
Pepper?
marinade?
Uh, but both fires are going. You guys smell what smells like meat roasting and stew. What type of meat? It's not a pig. Let's put it that way.
Mm.
Excuse you.
Okay. Otherwise, you will notice inside your items now, Jago, you should have your satchel. That's there now. I did
I
put that
do.
inside there for you. She walks over. You guys watch her hand this kind of like a leather bag that has runes written on the lips of it, on the lip of the fold over. You see her hand that to Jago. I think this is what you requested, correct?
Yes, yes, thank you.
It's drugs.
I don't check the contents in front of her.
Yeah.
Sean,
Like
we
I
sitting around the
usually.
fire eating. Anybody else going over the fire and getting a meal? Otherwise, if you don't, please hit your rations button.
I'm
Yes,
going to
I'm
go to the
getting a
fire,
meal.
grab a meal, and go back to the workshop.
Gonna eat.
Okay.
I go over to the fire.
I'm gonna
Because it
go get a
is.
meal.
Or just bacon. I have an aversion to meat.
So as you're sitting around the fire, Sean, you see now the person in front of you. Let me give you an image, guys. And cows. Sean Wee looks at Jago and says, Oleg has told me that you are the one responsible for this group. You have their charter. I need to see that now.
I hand it over.
Big ass sword.
Yeah, it's a bastard sword. It's actually affixed with a crystal that's glowing. It looks like it mounted itself, not actually a part of the sword. Anybody that's got knowledge arcane can roll it on the weaponry.
Fucking bigger than me.
She looks over the charter.
It's
So
just for trade.
you're going to be moving into the greenbelt area. Okay.
Okay.
Any disputes that you've caught or any brigands or bandits you want to bring to my attention at this point?
We've had some kobold trouble, but nothing serious.
No current rewards offered on kobolds, but currently there is a 5 gold per bandit caught and captured, dead or alive. So you guys see Levenenton come out and he's like, "Whoa, hey, wait! I don't want dead bodies sticking up the place. We're still trying to get it built now, you know." And she's like, "If you leave them in your wagon, that's good enough. I will be passing through every 2 months. You're more than welcome to, if you can bring me a garment piece of theirs, that's fine as well. Or, she says, if one of you is willing to stand before me and bear witness that you killed them, I'll pay you on your word. But should you lie to me, I will have to strike you down."
So, what garment piece do you want? Because I'm used to doing like the right hand or some shit.
That's exactly what I was going to ask for, their hand.
All right, good deal. We're a pretty handy lot.
How about tuppence?
Some of them have been tattooed. There is a new power rising in this area that we've heard about, a Brigand Lord. Got no information on him just yet. I know he's been trying to unify a lot of the roving bands of brigands that work the road between Pitax and Rostov. We think some of them might actually be under the charter of a crime syndicate that's inside of Pitax, but we can't prove that yet. But if you do find any that are tattooed, we would be highly interested in those. They are worth 10 gold pieces.
And if the tattoos aren't located on their hands, are we okay to
Skin them,
remove the tattoo
skin them.
and use it?
They're
Okay, cool.
they're brigands. They deserve the full measure of the law. Iomea has no Absolutely no
What does it?
place in their existence in her world.
What's
I
the
just
tattoo
was
look like?
That we don't know. We haven't captured one. So if you come across several that are tattooed and you find a similarity, that information would be great to us as well. I will be returning back before the first snows, but then I won't be back until after the snows. I don't normally travel these roads during that. There's been a report of some illnesses and attacks that we're looking into as well. So he says, I hate going to that disgusting town, but Iomea has a church there. They're such a lawless man, so, but they know their place.
so. If you're okay with it, I think what we should do is, and I'm addressing this to Jago, we should take the hands, skin them, put them together in a chest, drop it in a snowbank, because I don't want that shit running in camp if she's going to be back after the snow.
Yes.
Because dead bodies smell terrible, man. Oh, we could also tan the hides. That'd be kind of metal.
Well, I don't proportionally support any skinning of humanoids, but in this case, only the area of the tattoo, that graft area, that is the only thing I would be interested in. And it's mainly for us to do potents and speak with dead with. We need to understand more of what's going on out here in the Greenbelt. We've had 14 caravans molested in at least the last month and a half. The other problem we have is that there is a band of brigands that are related to the Black Tier that are using young frost giants in their wake as well. We found many a destroyed caravan, and it's as if they're looking for something, but we're not sure what.
We encountered one. They used sorry, a cart to chase us, to chase after us, but Mistress Monique helped us
Who
beat them.
wrecked it?
Ah, then you were one of the caravans that luckily got away from them. That's good.
Yeah, they were definitely trying to ambush us.
Yeah, they broke a wheel.
Oh, lucky for you. The frost giants are a little
No,
tough to handle.
we put the rocks there.
Ah. Well, I'll quit disturbing you and let you guys get back to what you're going to do. I need to hit the road myself. You see her grab her satchel, throw it or saddlebag, throw it over her shoulder, and walk over to her carriage, and it proceeds to take off. Goes back out, hits onto the major road, and then leaves.
Well, damn.
That's an interesting lady. Yeah. Okay. Um, After we ate, I'm gonna offer anybody willing the opportunity to go back and study that dwarven stone thing. If it's nearby, you know. And I'm gonna ask Oleg if he
No,
can
you
spare
can't.
one of the dwarves.
I mean, your best bet's probably catch him at lunch break. Their brain's going to be fried for a little while.
I would expect them to be at least a bit interested in it.
I mean, it's going to be interesting, but that's the problem. We need them doing the boring shit right now. So hit them at lunch when they're, not supposed to be working.
Levington
We
comes
got
out. He's like, okay,
Anybody know dwarven?
first off,
Yep.
guys, your charter, we're all part of the Andori clan. The first thing and the most important thing is this fort needs to be set up. I know you all are the inquisitive lot. I've worked with adventurers before, but right now, let's get my fort built, solidified in case something big like a giant comes. So I know you want to go find that stone. I imagine that stone's been out there for a couple centuries. It ain't going nowhere. So let's get home base built first because that's what your charter says you're supposed to do for me first. I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but I want my wife here and I want this place solid so I don't have cabals coming in and stealing my supplies. They didn't take my cows or my chickens, so I'm glad because I can feed you this morning some real food. So why don't we focus on that? Now I know, Jago, these people are under your charter. You're under mine because I'm an Aldori too. And we're all family here. Fix me house first before you go playing around and doing your adventuring thing. You have more than enough time to explore the greenbelt. It's not going anywhere. But
Yep,
we
that's
are,
fair.
we are if a bunch of lizard people come running through here and we're not ready for them, right? Because we got holes in walls and rubble buildings. So if you all can pitch in, I can use the manpower, and then you're freed of that part of the contract, and you don't got to watch me and my people. But otherwise, you guys don't leave this fort till my fort stood up. That's what's written in your initial contract by Ophila
Fair,
Abdullah. So let's
fair,
get
fair.
working. So you all put your swords away or leave them somewhere handy if you need to run and get them because a monster comes running in. And pick up a hammer and some nails, please. I need that help. He walks back over and starts cutting wood.
Well, gee, can I finish my breakfast, boss?
Yep.
Uh, if it's okay, I would also like to start making rolls on designing the outside defenses, the more active deterrents, if you will.
We can move to downtime activity.
Okay.
So you guys can do anything you want in downtime. And if people forget, you also have that party menu you can bring up by just hitting P.
Um, is the terrain currently more rocky or is it like soil based?
Right here, this is all basically soil, less rock than anything else. Inside the compound, it is non-hindering terrain. Anywhere else outside the compound, you're going to be hitting hindering terrain. So when we fight outside, your movements are going to start being dogged as well because of the terrain you're in. You are in the lightly forested area. So if anybody has the forest terrain, that's going to be coming into play primarily in the areas outside the camp.
Okay. I just want to check because that changes what type of like siegecraft you can do for this fortification.
Robert, I'm gonna
Yes.
clear the stealth and survival that I got on trained,
Cool.
cause days out. If you remember that thing I can do.
Yep, yep.
I would like to take performance for today, and maybe I don't know what would help here, like deception to camouflage the camp or something.
Right now, you're in a fort, so you can't really camouflage a fort. It's not a camp.
Well, I mean, I can make it look like it's.
No, like it's a fort.
Mm, no, 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 no. No. I mean, if the goblin is out there making traps, I can make it maybe camouflage them. And for performance, I'm gonna, be doing the storytelling around the camp, inspiring people to work better.
Okay. Anybody else that wants to pitch in can do an untrained skill roll or craft roll. That'll just add to the DC or add to the roll that I'm going to do for the entire building.
Craft. Okay.
Yep. If you have a craft skill, that actually equates into like downtime gold piece value.
Yeah, I do have. I'm trained in crafting.
Okay, excellent.
Got a 15.
So when you're doing a repair on the building, the crafting actually kind of does 10 times its gold piece value for just repairing a structure when working with others. So it's the combined effort of working with the dwarves and et cetera that's going to help you out there.
Okay. Well, I'll be part of the chain gang then.
Excellent.
It's not letting me set my downtime activity or find the fucking
Oh, you got
engineer.
All you have to do is click on Browse, and it brings up the list inside the Companion browser, and you can just drag it over.
Okay.
If we need to create any downtime activities, me and you can take it offline, and we can design you a downtime activity as long as it doesn't really break the rules in any way.
Sounds good.
I can't find anything that's related to storytelling. Can you remind me what the name was?
That's when you're camping.
Yeah, when you're camping, that's storytelling, and that's only a exploration activity. You're in downtime now, so you can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, explore. That's the three phases. The way the new system runs is you have your encounter activities, which is your spell casting, all that stuff. Then you have your exploration abilities, which are your kind of like I'm doing these over the next few hours, and then you have your downtime, which is I'm doing these over the next few days.
Okay.
So the easiest way to look at it is encounter is melee round, exploration is turn, and can be longer, hours, and then downtime is days. And that's the way they have their activity set up for what you can do.
What do I put down for helping set up this?
You can do just craft. You can do an untrained crafting check. That helps. It just means you're doing labor work. Otherwise, as a person helping, you guys can actually give so many gold pieces a day towards the repair of the building, even if you don't know what you're doing, because you're moving block, you're clearing up stone, you're removing rubble, or you're repurposing it so that the dwarves can do it. Like, there's not really a crafting check to pull an old nail out of a board, but that nail saved is a nail they don't have to make, so it actually increases the build time. So for things like this, when you're just doing a generic, it's just going to be under a craft. Unless somebody has a specific crafting skill, like Tim does, he has expert in it. So what his will do is normally you do so many gold pieces of crafting a day, he's going to actually do 10 times that for repairing. So he can actually turn around and wield a hammer and create frames for the walls, things like that others that are untrained wouldn't know how to do.
That's crazy. He's a better crafter than I am. Hell yeah.
Well, do you got crafting?
I have only trained crafting, but I do have trained crafting.
That as soon as you're trained, that's all that matters. If you're trained, you're giving the same as he is, if not better. So if it goes into an area that you're an expert in or even better, then you get even more assistance. So both of you are the equivalency of doing almost 10 gold pieces a day worth of work. Everybody else is contributing towards the 10 gold pieces the dwarves give each. So that's 30 gold pieces a day. So collectively, you guys are doing almost like 50, 60 gold pieces a day worth of work. So easily within the next few days, you'll have this place turned around and rebuilt. So that's the nice thing about the fantasy system, because the dwarves, they get to add too because they're natural crafters. So since these guys are blacksmiths, they're doing 100 gold pieces a day, 300. You guys is extra 100, 400. So this place is going to be rebuilt real quick. A couple of days, really.
All hail the lollipop Guild.
Oh, yeah.
Can I use crafting?
Yes, if you have crafting, yeah.
I picked 2 skills that I get trained for a day. That's what I'm asking.
Yes, go
I
for it.
wanted to do deception and performance, but I'm gonna do
Okay.
crafting and performance.
Okay, sounds great. So you can make a roll too.
Copycat.
Yeah, literally.
Exactly.
You're too tall to be a crafter. Got to be under 4 feet.
I'm still learning.
You really have to be.
Trying to help.
Oh, I did want to tell everybody, in case you guys didn't notice, I logged into everybody's character, and on your bar, I did include the little golden action thing. It should be setting. It should be setting like the number 8 or so, somewhere around 7 or 8 for everybody. And if you click on it, it brings up all of your skills, and it kind of relates it more to what we're used to seeing in the old Pathfinder too. So.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's kind of a cheat sheet. And if you click on it, it'll roll for you too. And if it's grayed out, you don't have you're untrained in it. So.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a nice little shortcut to all that stuff.
A lot more efficient than how I had my hotbar set up previously.
The other thing too is I wanted to take a second because I'm going to take a bathroom break real quick. Um, if you guys go into your compendium packs, you can search there for macros, and there are some macros available that may automate some of the things you do for the characters. It's always something you're welcome to browse and look. Those macros are meant to be drugged directly onto your bar. And in case you didn't notice, your bar goes like 5 or 6 levels deep, so you can have a whole bunch of stuff on it. It's kind of like a cheat
Oh
sheet.
yeah.
It's kind of like tabbing your character sheet when you used to do the pen and paper days.
Okay.
It's my notebook.
So, I had an idea for an active defense system. I want to run it by you guys, see what y'all think, or see if it's a bit too aggressive.
It sucks.
Nope.
Oh yeah. If I'm thinking digging a series of slotted trenches along the outside of the walls that lead to the inside of the wall, kind of like small little ravines that we then throw boards over the top of, cover it with grass and shit. But we fill those ravines with like just leaves, roughage, all that shit, soaked in oil. So when somebody rolls up, we can just fucking drop a torch on our side and light the entirety of the outside field on fire. Just burn them all alive.
It's risky, but I
Hey,
like it.
Colleen,
Yeah.
Monic's character walks over to you and she bandages your wounds, gives you back 10 hit points. So I added it to your character to treat your wounds. And then everybody resting overnight got healing too. Did you click your rest button?
Yeah, I clicked my rest.
Sweet. Everybody noticed Monic walk over and treat some of Daisy's wounds.
All right.
Okay. So if everybody does these activities for the day, I can pass by a couple of days. Unless there's other
do we
things
need
you
to
guys
roll?
want to do.
Sure.
Do we need to roll each day or just?
Yes. At the beginning of each day. So I'll pass another day.
Also, I forgot, are kobolds in Pathfinder 2, are they still natural trap makers, or do they kind of
It's in
do
your
away with
it's
that?
in your ancestry. So you can choose it as part of your ancestry feats as you go up. A good example is flame retardant. So is kind of like squishy without bones, because Colleen played an alchemist in our test, our high level test or mid level test, and in that one she could actually flatten herself and slide under doors if she wanted to, because there's this jelliness that's also inherited to some kobolds. So look through your ancestry feats, and you'll see things there that you can actually reach out and grab, which make you really fun to play for a kobold, dude. Some really weird stuff.
Goblin.
Sorry,
Yeah,
goblin, not
oh,
goblin. Goblin. Mint goblin.
oh, no. So, like, Goblin, I'm tracking all the weird shit on them. Goblins are fucking awesome. It's just that kobolds have a reputation in previous editions for being able to make dungeons fucking horrifying. I wasn't sure if they're still trap makers or not.
Haven't looked into it enough. Which brings me
Okay.
to a plug before I'm going to hit a break for us real quick here for 5 minutes. But uh, we're going to do next weekend the mid-level test for people to do 11th level characters. So this is your chance to try different characters or different builds out of your same character, because I want everybody to, and the reason I'm doing this, I know you haven't been around for it, Goliath, on this, or no, machine engineer. We're doing this for the purpose of, since this is a new system, we want to get a feel for it. And you guys are building characters that you may play for years with me. So I want to give you the chance to play around a little bit, because you had experience of playing other games, reading the systems in Pathfinder 1e. So you kind of knew what you wanted to play and you could flesh it out. This being a new system, it's different getting the feel of, does this feel fun to play after you've fleshed it out a little bit? See where I'm going? So the next one, I'm going to let everybody level 11th up. So I'll open that up after the session today, so it's available. And then we'll do a game the following Saturday if people are available for it, to mess around with those 11th level characters and see how they feel, see how the advanced ancestries and abilities go too. And you're not stuck to playing your character. You can play any character you want. Just shoot me a code and I'll drop it into the game.
Sounds good. Thank you.
How do we add characters to camping? Oh, pause. Okay.
Oh, no.
See you later.
The way you do is you just give me a code and tell me you want to add a new character.
No, no, no. How do I add the character to the camping sheet?
Oh, to the camping
The
sheet?
survival, hunt, cook, perform.
When we go into the camping sheet, that's when people, if you, depending on who does the role for you finding a camp, it opens up who can do those roles inside there. So when we're out
But I
doing the
can't
camping
add
stuff,
myself there.
yeah,
I
when
can't.
You have to roll,
right.
roll
So
survival. And that
it is.
determines
Yeah.
the camp.
Be right back.
I figure I'll be doing a lot of survival roles for camp.
Yeah, and that's good.
I think
You're good at it.
I think I have the highest survival skill so far.
Definitely, yeah.
Plus, it'll be in the forest. I'll give you bonuses.
I'll be right back.
I just think
No,
it's simply the smartest way to go.
I hope I roll good. Otherwise, I'll just SOL. Then it will be my fault. File break. Laundry. God, I can't believe how many fucking clothes teenage boys go through.
I'm back. So for those that are still here and can hear me, this night's game, you're going to do a camping roll, but because you have all the provisions around you and the tents, it's an excellent camping site. So whoever does the survival check is going to get a plus 10 to their roll. So you're automatically going to probably be in crit rate, and that's going to set up the camping. And I'll ask everybody who's doing watches and all these things. So
Well, that's gonna be a 17 before I roll.
right, so you're probably already going to be in crit, and in this camping area, since you're in the green belt. And I did share those links. It's only, I think, like a 12, so you're already going to be there.
So I was asking about that. How do I add my character to one of the positions?
When I set up the camp and I ask about camp, everybody gives me their roster and where they're going to be at. And then I set
Okay,
it up inside my tool.
okay, thanks.
Yeah, the camping utility is actually a tool to automate things for me. So I showed you guys what it looks like behind the scenes, but it's nothing you're going to put in there. I have a drill down, which is kind of nice. So when I load that up, it basically loads up a blank sheet for me. And then from that blank sheet, I click in each, and I just drag and drop your characters from the list in. And then that goes into the different roles. And then like if Tim says he wants to do his camping check or et cetera like that, well then literally I can just roll it from there. Because a lot in this game are going to be rolls that you don't make. So like your camping roll, you're gonna know after I tell you what it's like. Also, the things are like your stealth roll. Like let's say for some reason Sagam wants to be stealthy and he's sneaking around. He's got great stealth, and the guys come upon an encounter. I'll roll his initiative from his character sheet, but I'll set it as using stealth versus perception, and
Yeah, yeah.
that'll say where he comes in at. So
Okay, cool.
that's why automation really helps me. Because there's now a lot of rules I got to do. And sorry, I was already rolling enough, man. There's a reason I have a bag with 25 20-sided dice in it. And it's not because I collect dice. And yes, they're all green sparklies. There is that question out there.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
I set Grazy's exploration activity to Grazy. She created one. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh, speaking of that, would engineering just be a subset of craft in this case for like downtime?
Yes.
Or how do you want to go about that? Okay, cool.
Is spellcasting ability your level of spellcasting?
Yes. It's like your first level caster.
Okay.
Also, if you guys ever need to do an attack or an effective versus somebody's either fort DC, save DC, or will DC, or reflex DC, like disarming in this game, I was going to bring this up. If you guys ever want to disarm somebody, you attack them and you're attacking their reflex DC. That is nothing more than 10 plus whatever their dexterity modifier is. So it's a very easy roll. If they blow it, they're disarmed.
Oh shit.
That's
If you
really
use your disarm ability of a weapon and it's targeted, it literally removes the weapon from the character and throws it on the ground as an icon. So they don't even have the choice to leave it readied in their character sheet, which is kind of a neat automation.
So,
that's a bit too strong, I think.
no, dude, that's great because like as somebody who's played a shitload of martials, you just kind of write off most of the combat maneuvers except for like trip. Because the risk versus reward was not fucking there.
Now
like,
it's there
grapple
big
is worth
time.
it. Oh yeah, no, that's huge to know because like I thought athletics was going to be a lot harder, which is why I didn't use too much of it in the last fight. It's because I'm used to like 3.5 or 1E, where the only maneuvers worth doing was grapple because the payoff was huge and trip because the payoff was huge.
Right.
Yeah, trip was insane.
But like I thought that it was going to be like the E old days, where it's like fucking strength plus 10 plus like all these modifiers.
Yeah, I had a sheet I memorized for grapple because me and Gabe were talking about it one day, and we sat down and he found a form online somebody had done, and literally it looks like a business freaking flow chart for how you order something from a major company, and it was nothing more than the grapple sheet, and it was like type 5 font, and it filled a freaking page in bubbles. I'm not kidding, because there were so many. And I was like, oh my god, I hated grapple in that game. I really did.
Yeah, off the top of my head, the biggest things that matter was like whether or not your opponent walked on 2 legs, 4 legs, or no legs. Fucking their size modifier, the amount of arms they had. That shit was bullshit.
And the other thing too is only specific classes get attack of opportunities now. So, like, here's a great example. You trip if somebody trips a guy in front of a wizard, he stands up. He can stand up and run away, and the wizard's not going to get an AOE on him because he doesn't have that ability. Fighting and martial classes really kind of get that ability at later levels. Like Daisy doesn't have AOE yet, but she will later on. You know.
Isn't the main benefit of tripping? Oh, sorry.
And as for the maneuvers, I used to do a lot of grapple in 3.5. I loved it, but
It
you
is
have
complicated.
yeah. You have to go for a larger race like a Goliath or a half giant, and some way to get enlarged to do it. How do you say it? Most of the time. And trip was insane.
Right. It was
Still,
absolutely.
you need
It was
to
my
get
favorite thing to do. Oh man, I killed so many characters, or at least critically wounded them with trip.
Yeah, I mean, I had a paladin of Gorum who died at like relatively high levels to a pack of wolves because I just couldn't deal with the chain trip.
Right.
Right. But there's the thing. People use chain trip when they shouldn't be using it. Because
Yeah.
you standing up is an action where you're still on the ground and you can't be tripped.
Exactly. That's why that flow chart was so important because me and Gabe had messed around some other games, and we realized we were doing trip wrong and we were doing grapple wrong because of all these really niche rules that unless you delve into the beast of the belly of that thing, it's really hard to flesh out how that flow works. That's why I like this one. More balanced, easier for people. It's just like you're going to disarm me, you go against my dex. You're going to try to grapple me, you go against my dex. And what is that? That's 10 plus whatever I put in my dex. There you go.
And there's even a multi-class option for a grappler there. That's
Yep.
insane. Like, I've heard it's the best multi-class you can pick
For combat.
disabling.
But that's the interesting thing about this game is it's not just all combat though. They really did pan it out with all these different activities to make the game work.
The shield multi-class is also really solid just for keeping yourself alive. Because the first level ability of the shield multi-class is now you can use a reaction to raise your shield, which is huge.
Oh, and then if you look at some of the champions and then you give them the shield augmentation, which is only 4 gold pieces, you can put a shield augmentation on a standard shield that lets you either throw it or use it for trip, and then it becomes part of your reaction as well. And if you're a paladin or a champion, you're able to turn around and use that as part of your reaction. So not only can you raise it, you can trip somebody.
That's fucking
Freaking crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. It's just like the champion that left. That the shield she had, that big shield had the augmentation on it to do that. So, okay, we can get back into the game and see what you guys want to do because we're on round 2 or day 2 now. You guys do the same activities, unless you're doing something different. That's where Jago, you tell me. Is the party doing anything different?
I think we are. We should be working on the camp.
Okay, then everybody working on camp, just roll a craft check.
What?
Unless something new happens, we're doing this.
Okay. After I get everybody's craft roll into chat, then I'll have you all do or I'll have whoever Jago designates as camp finder roll his survival check or their survival check, and then I'll set up camp for you for the night.
We had double ones. Not and
Critical
me
failures
aren't really helping today. We didn't feel like it.
Actually, you probably dropped a rock on your foot, needed to sit down today. Threw out your back. There you go. Haven't been heavy lifting.
I tore a leaf.
Oh, damn. I rolled bad too.
I mean, I could see it in Sagam because Sagam would be like, oh, that's heavier than a book, not picking that up.
Checking my. Okay, it does add it in there automatically.
You can hear me, right?
I can hear you now.
I'm sorry, what? Did you say something?
I'm getting something to eat.
Yeah, you should have took that 5 minutes for that.
Daisy rolled a 1, too. She got a 0. Oh my god. Oh, ouch. Okay, well, we passed by this day. And Jago, who are you designating as camp finder?
Not. I think he's best at it. Being in nature and stuff like that. There's just the risk of him getting too distracted by the trees.
I can roll it. So all my bonuses are added in.
I roll it for you?
Oh, you roll for me? Never mind then. Ignore that roll.
I think we should know if you did it well or bad. Or
I'll make it public this time so you guys can see it. I won't in the future though, but here you go.
It has
Ooh, critical success. Nice. I knew you were gonna get that anyhow though.
Yeah, they're
Hey,
26.
Okay, so now I have the ability for people to do the order. This is when you get a critical success, you have these slots for 6 activities. That is camouflage campsite cook meal, discover special meal, hunt and gather, organize watch, and tell a campfire story because you got a critical. Now, if you get lesser on the roll for camping on survival, then you have less activities you can do. And all this is doing is giving you the ability to add some extra things that you can do in between the watch because I'm going to do rolls for encounters at nights as well. When I do that, whoever's on that watch order or doing watch, they're the ones that are going to get that encounter. And they're the only ones going to be probably in armor as well. Okay? So, Jago, who do you want to be? Since you're not going to be able to camouflage, that's one you can't do. Is there somebody you would like to have cook meal or discover a special meal?
well, I don't feel like I should be making that call. Like, if they wanna
Welcome to being
dabble
party
in that,
leader.
You don't have a choice.
Welcome to the same thing Chandler told me in so many back conversations. He's like, man, I don't feel right having to tell them to have to do these things. I said, no, that's your job. He goes, well, I'm going to let them vote.
fair. I'm not gonna get Daisy to cook a meal, but she could discover a special meal.
Ooh, yeah.
Is she good at that?
Do you want to do that?
I was asking about the frozen thing.
You're still muted.
I'm not muted.
Mm.
I swear I
are
didn't
muted.
hear you until now for a very long time.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh,
just my shit's broken.
okay. Yeah, you want to
I can
discover?
hear you now.
Can I do my
Yeah, does anybody have
ice
Ray of
cream?
Frost?
I do.
Well, I think she's asking if somebody can help her cook.
Yeah, can
Oh,
you
Oh,
help
you
me
wanna
get
cook?
maybe something?
I can try.
So
I
stereotypical.
don't have cooking, but
Oh, god damn it.
Well, see, that's the
It
fun
just
thing
clicked.
is neither do I.
Do you,
What?
Daisy, would it be cooking or
What?
discovering the
Go
recipe?
away.
Because I figured you'd wanna discover a
Say
recipe.
something because I can't hear you.
Say something.
Yeah, you're not
Something.
lighting up. Can you
No, I
guys
hear
hear?
it.
Can you guys hear Daisy?
Yeah, yeah,
Through your
yeah.
mic.
Say something.
I'm not hearing you through the headset. Okay, cool. Sorry. That's weird. Being
so
weird.
what?
Okay.
You
Might
need
be
me to
coming.
cast
I
Ray of
think
You're
Frost?
it's
weird.
the game's way of telling you you're too
Might,
close.
it might be coming through your mic.
Yeah. So it just clicked in my head why you want Ray of Frost so bad. I'm
Why?
heartbroken.
Why? Why do I want Rhea for us?
You're going to make goddamn ice cream, aren't you?
Yeah,
I
Oh
am!
my
Let's
god. Just,
go.
can I smack him? Am I there? I don't know.
God
See,
damn it.
and then everybody instead of being milk dry, you can be utterly plastered.
So I want Daisy on Discovery, so she has to discover ice cream first, right?
Okay.
Robert?
Daisy's there.
Discovering
I'm
Daisy.
dragging Daisy over to that position on the camp. All right. She's doing.
We don't know how to cook ice cream. Cook. My God. We don't really cook
All
ice
you got to
cream.
do, you stick the milk in the bucket and you spin it really quick.
Wait, no.
Oh, you
I was
can't.
Actually,
You
I
don't.
was going to show you guys how I belly dance.
That's how I make
That's how I make ice cream.
Well,
You
there's a.
can't because you don't have talent in cooking yet. So somebody else has to be.
Wait, no, that's a natural
talent.
Funny.
Let's go
That's
ahead
That's my
and
national ability.
Robert.
Yes.
So she can't discover special meal.
No. No. Somebody else want to try cooking?
Debbie Downer.
Well, can anybody cook? That's the real question.
I mean, I can send it. If y'all are down for a little bit of experimentation.
No.
Do you have the skill?
Fuck no, I have craft, but you definitely craft meals.
then nobody can
I will
discover
engineer the
no.
most delicate flavors you have ever tasted.
We have craft, so we'll make macaroni and
Oh
cheese.
my God.
Easiest.
Nobody is discovering special meal.
I'll
Uh,
I'll
I'm
make
gonna
a real
put
special meal for you.
help on telling
This is
campfire
what we're
story.
reduced to. Shut the fuck up.
Okay, telling campfire story, that's Yago's job. Organizing watch, that's Chandler's, oh my god, what's his name?
He's not here.
Eli.
Eli.
Eli's job. Hunt and gather. Well, we already have not on preparing. Anybody good at survival?
Yes. Pay attention to your wizard and always protect him.
Then you go hunt and gather, and somebody will be
He doesn't.
going with
He
you.
doesn't know how to hunt and gather.
Maybe Eli
Sure I do.
will.
You go hunt. You go gather. See?
Give me a second here.
Wow.
Can I like remake my character to something that's a little more helpful?
You are. You
Okay.
absolutely are.
Okay, she's
Everybody's
wow.
first level. Everybody's struggling. This is meant to be this way. This is why Damien doesn't like to play low-level characters, because in the beginning, everybody only can do very niche things, and it's a struggle. And that's what he didn't
Yeah,
like.
but
We
you
had a
don't
long
build
talk
your
about
character
this.
like
This is
first
exactly
level.
what some people don't like about the game, is the first through fifth levels or higher. There is a big struggle for the character to do anything and feel worthful doing any activity, because everybody's so underpowered.
Yep.
This, and just listen to everybody on this. Everybody will agree. This is welcome to first level. It's been a long time. Everybody's been 22nd level. So yeah, it's back to this. Oh my god.
It doesn't get better until level 3. Level 3 is when you start to feel like a human.
You don't love a character like you do from first level. Period.
Yeah,
That's
this is true.
Yeah.
I
You survive
personally,
it, you-
I just
Well,
have
not you, Sam. I
flashbacks.
mean everybody but you.
Gnomish, what are you good at?
I'm real fucking gooder at crafting and murder. That's pretty much it. I'm sorry, boss. There's some like miscellaneous things I'm good at. Like I have a shitload of languages. I have goblin lore, which is fairly niche. Let me take a look at my skill sheet. Oh, occult. I'm good at occult.
What about watching over us? Taking first watch and stuff like that? Organizing
No.
watch?
So just out of game? No, not at all. The running joke on this character is that he has no survival instinct, which means I'm not paying attention. I am so sorry. I have nothing to help me survive except
Okay.
for my shield.
You have
Well,
us. You have
it's
us.
called a party for a reason.
Okay, Eli will be organizing the watch. Yago will be telling campfire story. Yeah,
So
we got Daisy on discovering special meal, and that's about it for us. I don't know what
I
Grim.
can do.
actually, I'm
Oh.
sorry. I didn't realize this. I am trained in medicine. I have +3 in that. I forgot. My bad. I have occultism, crafting, arcana, like those types of things.
Now, as it goes for
Am I
cooking
close enough to
lore,
smack them?
so everybody knows, for cooking, that is a lore skill that's either derived from you doing something known as a lore skill check or survival. You can do either one. It's higher if you use survival.
I'll hunt and gather.
Wait, so you can do a
No.
lore check?
Yes, for cooking.
So would I be able to craft specifically goblin dishes since I have lore goblin?
Those are experimentation. So you can experiment and then you can make yourself sick, but there's always that experimentation. I'm going to put into the chat the cooking. Here it is, so that everybody, if they want to go to a separate tab, they could take a look at it. That's actually the cooking action right there. So it kind of tells you right there that if you do survival, it's a 22, but it's 4 lower if you actually have the cooking lore skill, which is just something you specialize in your lore.
Who'd up? Anybody? Anybody?
Nobody
Oh
took it.
shit!
I doubt anybody took it.
All right,
But
fuck it. I'll
survival
go
lets
for
everybody.
a 20. Come on.
You
No.
suck.
Okay. So you can't cook.
Yeah.
Daisy's going to try to experiment. And
Is she healed? I mean, I wanted to ask
yes.
that. Is she?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monik came over and did in the morning a medicine check on her because she had a medicine kit as well, and was able to give Daisy back 10 hit points plus her rest the night before, gave her full hit points. And most everybody should
Okay.
have got hit points back for resting too, but check your characters to make sure always.
And remember, anytime I'm hurt, you heal. Okay? I'm just saying.
Okay, we got nobody to fill hunt and gather or
I
camouflage
can.
or quick. You can't. You're already on preparing campsite. You
Yes,
I
you're.
made the
can't.
campsite. What am I doing? I already made the
Okay.
campsite.
The accent. What did he say?
There was a question on if Not could turn around and do a survival check for something else, and he can't
Oh.
because he is engaged in camp preparations, which takes him until he goes to sleep. So he can't do any of the other activities. So you can't prepare campsite, run over and cook meal, and then also tell a story. You do one of these activities only. And that's why if you want him to say do because he's better at survival, maybe cook a meal a night before, then you have somebody else that's maybe a little lower in that. But you can also synergize when looking for a camp too. So the other people can turn around and add to the survival check and not be allocated to the individual activities later on. Does that make sense?
Gee, Rummy, is there something you'd like me to do?
There is still hunt
Can
and
you do
gather,
anything?
organize watch, and tell campfire stories. That's what Jago
Oh,
has left.
hell.
We got
Ooh, I
organized
got stories.
watch. We got organized watch for Eli, and Yago is gonna tell campfire story because
Okay.
these are tied to perception and performance.
Eli will go then to that. I'll put him over in that slot.
I tell stories.
You can put me.
I think you put him in the wrong one.
Oh, I did put him in the wrong one. You're correct. Let me remove that and undo that roll.
Well, damn.
You guys can put me in hunt and gather if you want. I just make no promises on actually finding anything.
There's that.
That's okay. You know, that actually fits the role.
Eli goes into organized watch, and we get Kershaw into hunt and gather. Anybody going to try to tell a story?
That's
Yes,
Yago's job.
I've been saying that.
Okay, so it's Giago or Sagam that's doing that one.
It's performance check.
You know, call me Sigam one more fucking time.
Sagam. Sagam.
Sigam.
Sagam.
You know, my folks would read your name Tsigan, and
Yeah.
that means
No
a
one
gypsy.
cares about your
It
fault.
means a gypsy. You're a gypsy.
It's Sagam. Got it.
You
Okay.
made a gypsy.
And we're going to roll the organized watch.
Do I actually get to tell a story?
Robert, telling a story gives everybody bonuses on their rolls. You know? Maybe we should have done prepare campsite and then tell a story.
You got to prepare campsite first. Then you can do that.
Fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so
Again, can do KP duty.
Mother.
now you can still do camouflage the campsite because it does add a bonus to everybody, so you can still roll it. So who would you like to do that? That's stealth. Who's got a better dex?
Sagam.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I'm the noisiest person you know.
Okay.
I know. If you stop talking, you'd be pretty quiet.
Oh my God!
You guys are rude today. Okay. Jago got great for telling he got success. So for the remainder of the campfire session, everybody gets a +1 status bonus on attack rolls and saving throws. So total good story. We're going to do the roll for this and see how this goes. As it goes for camouflaging the site, that was a failure roll. And then we'll do the cooking for Daisy and give that a shot. Now, by zone, you can discover the recipes instead of it being you get to choose. I know she wants to try to make ice cream, but that's not in the zone. So, Jago, you have the choice of her trying to discover jeweled rice, fish on a stick, or haggis.
Haggis. Haggis.
Haggis?
Oh my god.
Haggis.
Okay.
Haggis. Ugh.
Whoa there. Haggis is delicious. Or at least sounds good.
Yeah. No, it's nasty.
I haven't had the opportunity to try it yet. I'm looking forward to it.
I did not like it.
Note.
She didn't learn anything. No roll was done. Okay. And did I get the organized watch done for Eli? Yeah, success. Everybody gets a +1 on their perception checks during their shift on watch.
I mean, cool.
How do we decide shifts?
That is, and then we got, nobody did cooking, did they? Or did somebody try to do cooking?
No. Yeah.
Is Grim trying to cook?
I can't cook.
He can do the relaxing thing.
Yeah.
What?
No, with that attitude, you can't cook. Send it, man. Just throw shit in a pot and set it to a boil.
Oh, okay. I'll throw shit in a pot and set it to a boil.
Hell yeah, brother.
Why not just relax and be a badass in combat?
Don't blame me if you get
And Cygam
fucked up.
horrors you with a story.
That's
Okay.
under survival, right?
For cooking?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll drag you into the slot. It's actually a sheet I run so that it gives everybody the bus. So
I
let's
mean,
see.
you would, wouldn't you?
He's doing cook a meal. No. Do you have survival? Nope. He's not
Yeah,
trained in survival. And
+1. Yeah.
Glad I don't eat.
Nope. You guys get a subsist today. Everybody just gets a subsist.
Damn.
I mean, I'll stick my nose in. Just, you know.
Okay.
What are you gonna do? Oh my god. Fucking totally stalled.
But we all got bonuses from not, right? I think.
I like to think so.
No,
Yes.
for your from your storytelling, you got +1 to skill checks.
Yep. +1 from storytelling, and then +1 to perception through Eli doing the watch order. So now you
What
guys
do I
can.
roll for storytelling? What is that?
Performance.
It's a performance, but I do it.
Oh.
This is one of the roles I do for you guys, and it'll post out there.
Fine.
Yup. That's how it works.
Take all the fun out of it.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna tell you about a story about a lich.
All
I
right.
barely
I
kept
just
his
made it harder.
family fed.
I just made it harder for
And one day
That's a good
come a
encounter.
bubbling crew.
Okay. Let's see.
Shut up, Grim. No one likes you.
Okay. So.
What happened to you, man? Did you drink some Red Bull this morning or what?
I mean, it was like coffee, then Pepsi, and I got no excuse. I really don't.
Ha!
Damn.
Okay. So now I'm going to begin rest for you guys. Let's see what I get.
I'm actually eating a chicken pot pie.
Okay, light rain. Light rain will not put out torches. Heavy rain will. So if you guys get a heavy rain, it'll put out your torches. So unless you have magical light, you're not gonna have light unless you get like a
Oh,
lantern or
I do a
something.
spell.
That
No
works.
rain.
That works. Because it does start raining.
Shit.
Okay. On top of that, all right. Okay. Everybody rested and fine. You wake the next morning. Everybody's got a buff. You got no encounters over the night. Next day, you guys are working back on the place. Give me your rolls.
What?
Do your crafting rolls. Night passed with no incident.
I'm gonna do crafting and I can select a skill, but I guess I can't select lore cooking, right?
You can choose that when you get a when you go up in one of your skills. You can just choose to take a specialty in cooking if you want. Otherwise, it's survival for right now.
No. Let me post what's giving me this.
Oh yeah, I know.
Either
You can
one.
choose cooking through your being a. Oh
A
yeah,
tome
thaumaturge. Yeah.
armitage.
Because you can. Yours are adaptive, so you're choosing cooking going forward. Got it.
But is it okay to pick a lore skill? Because that's like really, specialized.
Let me look at your reading on it real quick.
Just remember, guys, everything is Jim's fault.
He did say Jim, right?
Tim.
Who's Jim? Who's
With a
Jim?
T.
Jim?
Do not call me that.
Jim?
Not roll what?
It's. I don't know. We're gonna have to take that one off. I'm gonna say yes for now, but I really want to look into it for the tome because it really does seem to be kind of more combat orientated. You gain a
What?
trained proficiency rank in 2 skills of your choice. If you choose the proficiency rank in lore, you can choose whatever you want it to be in lore. So I would say yes.
It just seems too powerful. That's what I'm saying.
It does. It really does. But you're choosing tome over one of the other proficiencies or one of the other skills you can take as a
Like what?
thaumaturge, right? Or mirror,
Oh
or
my
etc.
God,
I
Tim.
might
Come on, man.
end up having 2 legendary skills I can switch each day.
Yep.
Marathon.
Yeah, we'll
If we
cross that
want,
bridge when we get to it. This is our first run, so let's enjoy it.
Okay, I'll
Right?
do cooking and performance then.
Okay.
if you guys are concerned about power, what you could do to tone it down is have it picked at the start of session. So that way it applies for that session to 2 skills. So
Well,
it's not as flexible.
see, his is
Damn.
daily. No, his is daily. So this is the thing.
That's
Hear me out for a second. Hear me out. He's choosing cooking and preparation. If you guys get into combat, he doesn't have other skills
Yeah,
that he would use to help him get his bonuses against those creatures. So he is dogging himself.
I don't think
Yeah.
it's broken. I think that he's
Yeah.
burning a highly flexible feature on
Yes.
skills, which that's just choosing to be a bard with combat ability.
Right.
So I'm cool with it.
Oh, me too.
But you
And
got,
I don't think it's broken yet. So let's play it through and see how it runs. So the
sure.
next day, you guys get a lot of building done. I'm going to go ahead and move through that. You guys get the building done. You roll your craft checks.
I got a 22.
Sweet. A lot of the framing for the building is all 3 buildings are now up. So framing's up, walls are getting ready to be built. You're thinking maybe by tomorrow, with these dwarves helping, these guys are really great craftsmen. You'll probably have buildings done maybe tomorrow or the next day. So,
Good.
okay, so now we're going to go into possibly our last day of having to camp. So
And
at this
more
point,
importantly, electing a mayor.
there you go. This day, I'm going to go ahead and reset my sheet. What do you guys? Who do you want in what positions? Do you want not doing the camp again?
No, Jago is obviously in charge of construction.
sorry, what?
You heard me.
Why would he be?
Okay.
That's just,
So,
The
that's just the wizard.
22
yeah,
you just rolled.
yeah.
That's for the
I
day.
mean,
The
you
day's over.
obviously know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm in charge of?
Let's
Knowing
just
who's knowing what's doing. You're in charge of that. So,
I'm gonna be cooking a meal,
A whole lot of
and
bubbling.
let's have Eli do scavenging, and let's have not keep making campsites. So we'll switch it up today just
Hold
to
on.
test what
Hold
we
on.
do.
Now, the way this works, so I got to slow you guys down a bit. I know we want to run through the process a little quicker.
I
First,
couldn't hear
not
him anyway.
does a survival check. When I do
Yeah.
that for him, you either by that will get specific positions. If he rolls horribly, you don't get a storyteller. You don't get a cook. You don't get a do.
Yeah.
This is all
Are you
dependent upon
talking to
that roll
me?
first.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's
talking
roll
to
that
me.
first,
Shut up, Tim.
and we're going to send that out to chat.
I will
Can
force
you
choke you.
an 8 for that? Just asking.
Yeah,
Because we don't have anything for Sigan.
So confused.
correct. Okay, you got a success. So now you're going to do which one? The cooking or the storytelling, Jago? I'll go through everybody real quick.
I'll be doing cooking.
Okay, and you want who to do hunter gathering?
Eli.
Eli. Okay.
And we'll get fucking
Um,
ambushed.
now, what I need you to,
We're
what I'll
gold.
do real quick for Jago, I will turn around and give you a lore skill, which is cooking. It's called God, I think it's the term is cook a basic meal, or sorry, cooking lore. It's a lore skill, so we'll add that to your character, and then you can be.
I already added it. I already
Okay.
added it, sorry.
Then let me see if I can drop you into cooking. You dropped into cooking. Okay. We have Daisy doing anything? No?
She can have fun discovering haggis.
Okay.
Haggis, no way. Don't have any
Okay.
sheep around.
We got Daisy. Okay, now we have Kershaw doing what? Is he organizing watch, telling campfire story, camouflage campsite?
He's organizing watch.
He can't. He does not have the skill.
I'm the one telling stories.
He doesn't.
Sorry,
He's
sorry,
not.
sorry. Sorry. I thought it was Sigan. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sty. God damn it.
Sorry.
So here's the bad news. Eli's the only guy in your group that can either organize watch or do hunt and gathering. He's the only one that'll do it.
With the weird metal
We're
suit.
not doing
That
the
guy.
watch thing then.
Because of okay, you want him on watch?
Because I was busy.
Yep. Okay. Daisy can hunt and gather.
Sure. Awesome.
Okay.
I mean, at this point, it's not what we want. It's what somebody
Okay.
is on the position that.
Telling story is going to be Cygam. Emphasis on the I.
That's
The C is silent. It's IGAM.
It's IGAM. Okay.
IGAM.
That's a special needs version. Let's see. Who else are we missing here? Crenshaw. Then Crenshaw has camouflage campsite or special meal. Let's see.
Camouflage.
You can camouflage the campsite. Or
It's a goblin.
yeah. Does that sound good? All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to do your rolls, guys. Here you go. First stealth. I'm going to make these public so you guys can see them the first few times. So here's Crenshaw's roll going through my chart. Success. You help hide the campsite. You increase the encounter DC, or this increases the encounter DC for your camp by 1. Oh, so it's going to be harder for me to attack you guys. All right. Cook a meal. Yeah. Okay. Actually, Jago, I think you're going to have to do discover meal because you guys don't know any recipes yet, so it's not letting you cook.
Okay.
So I'll put you there.
Wasn't meant to be.
And when we add it to you, you got to use the words cooking lore for it to work. So, I'm going to change what you have in yours. Cooking lore. There we go. And then I can slide your character into there, I believe. Yes, and we can do discover. Let's see.
Sorry, I used cook. It felt like it's a good fit.
Okay.
Nice as hell, though, that you can just slide in a weak points in the party composition.
I mean, something.
That's super fucking handy.
Okay. Daisy doing survival check. Let's see how that goes for you guys. Ooh.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
She found some nice grass.
You guys, yeah, you guys found 2 special ingredients, so we'll try that.
Your blades of common grass.
Eli,
Roughly an eighth.
Well, in some ways, some of these special ingredients can be thousands of gold pieces later on, guys. So, ooh, Eli,
Oh,
crap,
damn.
critical failure. Oh, wow. He told you guys how to set up watch tonight, and it was pretty horrible. You guys are getting a flat encounter because it was so bad. Let's hope that you got a performance out of it. So, last but not least,
Me.
Unmoved and receive no benefit.
failure. Your allies are unmoved and receive no benefit. So
Oh
you
my
told,
god, you suck.
yeah, you went hickory dickory dock. They went up there, and then it ended. Right.
Look at my
Oh my
minuscule.
god. I thought I couldn't hate you more than I did.
Ooh, okay. So
That wizard.
I currently have watch set overnight as first is the Magnus, which is Grim, Daisy, Eli, Jago, Not, and then Sagan. And then Kershaw if you run a little bit longer than a standard watch. Is that what you want as their... Well, that's the order you're getting, let's put it that way, because of the bad watch designation. So, okay. So, everybody's going to end up going into rest mode, but we are going to stop there for a moment because night falls, and this is during
Coffee time.
This happens
buddy.
during Jago's watch. Okay,
Can you go
Jago.
outside?
Oh boy.
Yeah, late at night with the light rain, all that good stuff.
Okay.
You're at the no perception bonus for this one. No storytelling bonuses. Anybody else wearing armor, which will be, I think, let me double check the characters.
I don't care about everybody else. It's important that I wear armor.
Well, yeah, you're gonna need help though.
So about that, I do have to raise something relevant. Unfortunately, all of my class abilities are tied to... No, I'm asking for a rules clarification. All my class abilities are tied to my armor, so if I'm not wearing my armor, I'm pretty much just a commoner with proficiencies, right?
Right.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to clarify that.
Yeah, so everybody for camping, please uncheck your armor as gear unless you have a feat that allows you to sleep in your armor.
I'm away from keyboard, sorry.
Yeah. Okay. And I'll double check everyone else real quick. I'm gonna have to write a macro for that.
Put it as worn.
Take off all
You
armor.
can put it as worn. Yeah, I just put you have to wear it as worn, and it just changes your arm class. It doesn't actually drop it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That is cool how that does that. Just looking at your character.
Good.
Double checking all of them.
Oh.
Oh, Crenshaw, man. Naked.
Come on, puppies.
Powers.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where to get to
Okay.
to take off the armor.
Go to your inventory and I'll show you what it is. When you go there, you see your armor and yours is highlighted. You see a shirt.
Oh
When
yeah.
you click on it, it just says warm, but not armor. When you do that, that drops the
Okay, there
AC.
we go.
And now your AC drops since ever. So, and then I think you have a shield raised too, don't you?
I do have a shield. It's not raised currently.
Okay, cool.
But the shield, I should be able to grab that as I'm running out the tent, right?
Yes, yeah.
Like
Shield
that?
shields you can grab as you run out the tent. They don't take anything.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we'll put everybody in their respective sleeping areas.
Oh, jeez.
Here's Jago. I imagine Jago is going to be doing a walk around the building. That's how it normally
Yeah.
Eli's.
I got a puppy with the drops. Shit.
Again, he's in the tent as well. Knott's in the tent as well. Okay, there we go. Everybody's situated. Jago, we will do a perception.
Yeah.
Come on, Betty. Come.
Okay.
You bring him in.
Nah. How am I watching in the dark?
And by the way, DM, I was prepared to tell a story, so sorry.
You blew the roll, so save it for when you get a good roll, right?
I mean, okay. Go lay down. You ain't getting shit.
We are laying down. It's campsite.
Oh, I got kicked. Why did I get kicked out?
Your internet, maybe. I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
Where's Jago at? Screen's running. Let's go to there. We go. Add your combat there so you can roll your initiative.
Sorry now?
You can roll your initiative. You should see yourself at the top of the screen in the carousel now.
Where's the fire? I don't see anything.
Do you have a torchlight?
we have a campfire, don't we?
Yeah, they're going. I can double check your character and see if the sight got messed up on it.
I mean, Saigam can have 4 light spells up, and I'm blind in darkness.
Or you light a torch. It's light rain, so light rain won't put your torch out.
I would have asked him for a light, like that's free for him.
So
We
Gam,
have
did you
4
give him one? Sorry, Gam.
What?
Did you give your fearless leader a light spell for his watch before you
Sure.
went to bed? Okay, there you go.
Not only me, I'll like if he's free to do that, let's have it cast on a few things, and whoever does the watch and needs the light can pick up like a shield or I don't know, a button that's got light on it. That's
What?
what I'm saying. Just cast light 4 times, that's it. We'll use it for items, like, and when you go to watch, you'll use it yourself.
Okay, I'm sorry. I was trying to come back into the game, so.
Have we?
So,
I can give you.
okay, let the DM talk for a second, guys. It's not prepared today for him, so sorry, can't give you light.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, then.
That's the power
Yeah,
of
I'm
preparation.
not a shitty
So
wizard.
light a torch.
Fair. I guess I took a torch. It's really not normal for my guy to walk around without light.
What the?
Or when I heard something, some sound, I light it.
So are you not lighting a
Rummy,
torch?
why is it giving?
I
Oh
wanna
my
light it,
God!
a torch,
Okay.
and I'm walking around.
Okay. There was a question. Did you have a question? Second.
I didn't. Oh,
Again, I don't know why.
Working for everybody else. If you're not able to log in, it could be something with your internet. Um, but
I mean,
since you're not on the active patrol, so it gives you time to figure it out until we do have a need
okay.
for you to join into the game.
Mm.
Okay, you're walking around and you've done your perception. So let me see where we're at in combat. Oh, cool. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We're going to begin combat. Boom. Okay. Da-da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Come on.
I step away from the keyboard for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Mm.
Yelling at every goddamn motherfucker every time we hit something. No, it sounded like you were yelling at people in the game. Like, fucking, shut the fuck up, motherfucker.
Alright, I'm back.
Hey, could you come around and turn on? Because it's off.
Oh, yeah. Do you need it?
Yeah.
Why do I?
You don't. I'm just asking.
Oh, I mean,
You didn't notice that yet? Okay. Next one.
is it off or is it just?
No. Shut it down.
That's all.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna move all your shit out of the way, but yeah.
All my shit in one box.
Yeah, that's huge as fucking in the way. Yeah.
Oh my God, did you?
Dude, I watched the most awesome
Can you mute Jim, please? Jimmy?
documentary on
Thank you.
midway.
Were you not done gaming?
No, I'm just fucking everything up.
Can you mute? Thank you.
Oh my god. Fine.
Thank you.
Because you're all talking up a storm.
Shall I go? Yeah, because I'm getting ready to. I was doing my turns. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
as you're coming around, you notice that a figure came in from the south side of the camp wall where there's a large breach that hasn't been repaired yet. You see this figure whip out what looks like a flask and he throws it at the top of Levenenton's house. You see an explosion erupt as alchemical fire whips over the surface of the roof and begins setting it on fire. At that, you see others coming out from underneath some of the wagons and from behind the tents, and they're smashing bottles up against them as well, catching fire to that as well, trying to damage it. You're guesstimating, you think maybe 3 individuals you've seen so far, and they're all coming in from that south side down by where all the tents are at. It is your initiative. What are you doing?
Can you ping where it's happening?
Right here.
Okay. Where's my crew?
Sleeping in the tents. This is night.
Where are the tents? I mean, where are the tents?
South. You were on patrol on that northern breach that you're up by right now?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna start moving south and I'm gonna start yelling for everybody to wake up. Like, we're under attack, intruders.
Everybody gets a flat
Everybody get
perception
up.
check, 12 or higher to hear that.
Is there something metal close to me that I can bang on?
There's rocks and framing. Yeah, you can. A little wooden alarm. Yes.
Can I use performance to scream louder?
um, all you have to do is you're creating a noise, which for the party to hear is a DC 12.
Yeah.
So that's all they got to do is just give it a hear. Otherwise, let's see. Let me get back up here. You can see this figure here.
Which one? Sorry.
Draw your attention. And then there's one here as well.
I don't see the pings, sorry. Can you
Yeah,
zoom
I'm doing it
in there?
again. It's being a little slow on the pings.
Okay. Thanks. Oh, they're really close to the campsite, right?
Yeah, they're setting fire to your campsite.
Fucking shit.
Oh,
They're
that
using
sucks.
they're using alchemical fire to destroy your campsite, and they've set Oleg's house on fire too. The only
Yeah,
well,
so
in case you guys are wondering, there is a well. It is on the front side of your map, and it's out by the Palisades. The light rain's stopping it from spreading really quickly, so at least it's not dry tinder going up. As this fellow sees you here, you see him turn around and draw his weapon. He's whipping out what looks like a hatchet.
okay. I think I
That's a
moved
small
one
axe.
action. I'm gonna draw my own weapon. That's the second action.
Okay. And then what's your final action?
Let me draw the weapon.
Okay.
Oh, it's actually, yeah, it's already drawn out. So let's say I used an action to draw it,
Okay.
and I'm gonna use my weakness thing on him.
Okay. So you're gonna do
So
your
as a four,
Yup.
do I do it or?
I do it, I believe, for you.
Okay, so I don't have my tome on. That's a but yeah.
Alright, I needed a 12 on. I'm back. I needed a 12 on.
To wake up.
12 or higher on the perception.
Motherfucker. Swear to God.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Okay.
I I think he's a human, so I'll go with personal antithesis.
Okay.
That's like I think 2 extra damage. But I'll take any extra info I can get.
Standard humanoid, hatchet wielding bandit. No other weaknesses or anything else like that, but your esoteric lore can allow you to create one. He's allergic to carrots. So you're going to go after him with carrot dip juice on your weaponry. Oh no, it's broccoli. His mother made him eat broccoli. He hates broccoli.
I will be carroting him.
You're gonna bait a carrot him. That's awesome. That's awesome. There we go. Okay, enough with the elemental jokes here. I'm going to now have everybody else click on your characters and engage in combat. I will add you to the list.
And I use athletics to roll my initiative.
Okay. Why would you use athletics when you use unless you use athletics for your perception check to hear? See,
My thought was
you get to choose.
on.
You get to choose when you give me a narrative as why it would be athletics.
I can use athletics similar to how a sprinter would react to a starting pistol.
Okay.
It is the twitch muscle fiber to actually get up and haul ass.
Okay. Let's see. Let me find all the.
It doesn't matter. I got that one. Let's fucking go.
That's fucking horrible, dude.
I moved too motherfucking fast.
You fell on your face, dude. I was like, oh my god. You stood up, tripped, fell. That's a good one. It happens.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right. I'm going through getting everybody into the combat roster. It's going a little slow for me right now today.
Oh, this is going to be rough. I'm a fucking naked commoner who fell prone. Could not get worse. I'm excited.
I think I'm not. No, not in the fourth actually. So.
You should be up in the
Yeah.
chart. You're above there. People should be.
Yeah, I get a choice to do wilderness born or favorite terrain forest, but that doesn't apply to you because of this.
Go not. Yeah.
Okay, get Daisy up there. I think that got her. I'm going real slow for some reason.
Man.
There we go. Okay, I got to get Grim up there too. Now, some of you are coming in on what's considered not really a surprise round anymore. They don't have those. So you're going to be waking up after the fact of hearing everything go on since we're already so late in this round. Let's see. Cygam can roll his roll.
I did.
And then I'll do Eli too. So we're NPCing him. Anybody else missing?
Off the top of my head, who is in charge of the camp?
Right now, for your group, it's Jago, but as the owner of the area, that's Levenenton.
Okay.
Roll for Eli. I also got to do Eli's perception real quick. He's got a damn good perception, I tell you. Yeah, he woke up too. Okay, cool. I think all days is for her since he stepped away. And are you still trying to work in Cygam?
No,
Or
I'm here.
okay, at the top of the screen, you'll see the image of your character with a dice on it. If you click that dice, it'll roll initiative for you too.
Oh, off the 19.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm the wizard. That's
Okay, Jago
expected.
did his. Okay, my guy. I gotta reload
Medicine.
real quick, guys. I gotta reload. I'm just going so slow. Give me a second
Okay.
here. Trying to figure out
I'll
what.
be here blaming everything on Tim.
All right.
I know what it
Who's
was.
Jenny?
I know what it was. I had Roll 20 running in the background too.
Oh, bad. Bad
Fuck,
GM.
that's a bad dog.
That's not my fault. I'm not taking a roll 20 hit. Nope, nope,
I
nope.
mean, come on. It's
I'm
your
not gonna lie.
fault.
I'm glad that we don't use Roll20 anymore.
Oh man, dude. They tried to enhance it though. It's got some better feels to it. But yeah.
It's
That was a rough time period.
Oh my gosh, dude, we had half-hour log waits to get into Roll 20 the game, dude. This is before you joined. So, James.
remember when we had like 4 hours before we could get on the internet?
You mean dial-up modems? Yeah, I lived through those.
Yeah.
Bleep, bleep, bleep.
Till I got that
Yeah.
cable modem, and that was the shit.
Because I grew up in the mountains, I had dial-up internet as well. And I'm too young to have had dial-up internet, so that's real fucking cursed.
What
Yeah.
fucking mountains? Okay.
The
Spill.
mountains in
What mountains?
Alaska, 10 miles outside of Fairbanks.
Ooh,
There
that's
are no
okay.
mountains in Alaska.
Bullshit.
Yeah, there are. There's a big
Okay,
fucking
No,
buddy.
one.
no. It's all winter
Mountains,
wonderland.
trees,
It's a beautiful thing.
mountains, trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Snow.
Yeah.
There's a
Till
good
your
amount of
They,
snow though.
plane falls out of the sky and then you're
Eating each
mountains.
other for lunch. You look like
yeah, dude.
tasty barbecue.
Yeah, the fat guys are fucked. They can't run and they die. And they, yeah.
I mean,
Fuck.
wrote a movie about it. Like to hear it? Go lay
Yeah,
down.
that Donner Party special always hits different.
I mean,
I had a cabin mate for dinner,
Love.
literally. There we go. All right, this guy's coming in. I'm back in the game.
oh
All
my God, they even redid a
right.
movie with Liam Nelson, and it was all about plane crash,
All
Alaska
right.
area,
Yeah,
and
I'm
I
very
rolled
cool with
everybody
like I
night.
said,
dies.
okay.
What?
I
I
rolled
can
your
hear you.
initiative for you, okay.
I can't hear you. Sorry.
Hey, kitty.
I rolled your initiative for you.
Oh,
Okay. She's just getting back. She hasn't got her headset back on yet, guys.
No, that's cool.
Okay, that fellow comes in, and he is Throwing his fire right here at the wagon. The wagon
Oh, hey,
kitties in.
everybody.
The top of the wagon starts catching fire as you hear this, psh, and you see flames roll over the entire surface of the wagon as it goes up in flames.
Is that our provisions? God
That's
damn it.
part of them. Yeah, that's part of some of them. Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, and now we're going
Fucker's
to
gonna die.
you will start the official round one as you guys are getting up.
Giddy up, yo.
Okay. Okay. Not my turn. All right.
It is Not's turn.
Oh, my turn.
Yep,
Well,
we're
let's,
doomed.
I think that's way off the tent. All right. Do I see any individuals? My first action was to come out of the tent. Yeah. Look around. I got to see what's going on.
Let's see. Roll your perception.
Ready then. Perception.
Reproduction. Put your
Oh, that's a
all
good
in.
roll, dude.
Wow.
Damn, man.
Damn.
Fuck.
19.
Use first.
You,
You are first, dude.
okay. Well, with that perception, what I'm going to do. My screen just froze again. Here we go. All right. Just one of these things. Yes. You will notice. You will see a target sonically in front of you. That means they're visible. They're not visible to you, but you know there's something hidden over there. You can hear it. Sounds like somebody else around that cart.
Which part's that one right in front of me?
Yes, to the north.
Yeah, about what? 15 feet away?
Yes.
10 to 15 feet? I can't.
Yeah, it's going really slow for some reason right now. Okay, he is somewhere over by this side. I will ping that so you can see it. He's somewhere over in this area.
Okay. And for my action,
But you can see that there is, and I'm going to move this out so you can see a little bit more. There is fire already on the cart as it's starting to
right,
consume
but
the
I'm gonna,
top.
because it's in that area,
Yeah.
that's what I do. That's the spell.
Are
Oh,
you trying to target something? There is a flat check to know if you're targeting the correct square of somebody that is hidden from you. You can do that flat
okay,
check. So, and then
okay.
if you're going to try to do that, if you make the flat check, you'll be in the right area. If not, it's basically a wasted spell. So the flat check is a 15 for somebody that's hidden. So just roll a
Okay,
20-sided
what do
die
I,
for 15. Flat checks
well,
have no
be ready.
modifiers.
Bingo.
Shoot.
Oh shit, there you go. Okay. So now you actually know he is here. I will point at where that is. There you go. He is
Oh, okay.
actually right there. That's why I was doing that, because you don't really know the targeting squares. Now you can actually target in that area, and you're doing the spell Scatter Screen.
Scatter screen. Yeah, it'll do 2d4 bludgeoning damage, and it makes it a difficult terrain.
Okay.
It's a DC 17 is basic reflex.
All right, and you're turning that into difficult terrain. How long does that
Yeah.
last? 1 minute?
1 minute.
Okay. Hold on just a second, please. I am going to make that area actually difficult terrain. The game actually gives me the ability to do this. Now, anybody going over that area, it's going to hit difficult terrain and it's going to dog their move.
Yes, I want to do it. And I slow him down. No, I still can't seem to actually target him, correct?
No.
See the green squares.
Well, I know what area he's in, but I can't do like a crossbow shot. I can't actually see him.
You can. You're just at a heavy negative. So you're basically giving him concealment, which means you have a straight miss chance. Your roll gave you enough to where you can target the right area, so he just gets a bonus to his armor class.
Yeah, but that's my spells is 2 actions, so my move out and then the spells will be done.
Okay. And then what is the? I got to do my save. All right, I'll do that real quick. 17, huh? Dang. All right. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. No. Okay. So roll your damage, man.
I rolled 2 damage, really. 2 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot.
You know, I'm done.
He picks a pebble out of his face, you motherfucker.
Oh man. Well, you got my attention, dude. It's hatchet time. You can go get me some. I'm gonna go cut me some wood. That's what I'm gonna do. And since you got the area,
He's got to do double move to get out of it, though.
yeah. Well, I got to use 2 movement, and 2 movement just means it's 10 foot to move out of it. Yeah. So I still had 15 left over my 25. Oh yeah, that hurt. Bam. I got a critical on your ass. You see me now, son. I'm right here in
Yeah,
your
no one
face.
sees that.
He sees it now.
Anything.
Yeah, because everybody else is still awake. So now I get to roll my critical damage on you.
So you say.
And I say that damage to not is 16. Ow! Ooh.
Oh,
Ow.
shit.
That was a fucking hit.
Fuck, that's deadly.
That was. Holy shit, he
Oh, you
critted your
deserve it.
ass.
I mean, oh my god. The leprechaun
And that's the
is
end of my
down.
move. Because I had to draw my weapon, move, and then hit you. So I'm done. Okay.
Still can't see him. There's no icon on the damn thing. Can't see him.
Not. What's wrong with you not seeing him? That's it. Because I got him revealed. Let me see if there's something else getting him. It might be this. Let's see. Trying to remove a condition he's under right now. Give me a second here. I don't know why it's doing this. I'll just delete it off the character sheet. Now you'll see him. Here you go.
Yeah, there he is.
Bam, in your face.
Yeah. Talk about popping up out of nowhere.
And then this guy here is visible because he threw fire. So you guys can see him too. All right. Okay. Need to do a perception check for this guy too. I feel here he's kind of deaf. Oh shit! Even fucking Levenenton heard it. He didn't come out. Add him to combat, but he'll be next round. He'll be joining in. Okay.
Oh
That
man,
was
how did I end up last? I had a 20
okay.
Because you ain't even awake yet.
I'm sorry, I had to step away from the keyboard for a second. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Oh, sure. The druid's dying and you're stepping away.
I mean,
The goblins.
it's bullshit.
Goblins.
I had to take the dogs out. That's not the same as sleeping.
This guy is gonna target Daisy, and ready to go
No.
move.
Production reproduction.
Oh, he hit, but he didn't critical her. Okay. Does regular damage. He hit her for 9. These guys are not playing games.
If she did a critical hitter, that'd be 18.
Yeah, these guys hit hard. They're really wanting to burn this place to the ground. Okay. That's that guy's turn because he had to put away his flask. Da, 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 da. I'm going to move up 2 more. Not and Jago, you see a figure that's wearing double bandoleros, but he's got vials in it. You see him whip out another vial as it shimmers a little bit, and he's throwing it towards the house again.
Damn.
He's throwing another
It's
alchemical fire.
weaponized black
What's the
pudding.
bandolier?
That's an alchemist, ain't it?
It might be. It might be, but he threw in. Now there's 2 large fires raging on top of Oleg's place, or Levenenton's place. There we go. Right there is that one. Both ends is what he wanted burning. That was that one. And for his next one, I don't see him yet, so I'm going to target you at a -5. As I throw a flask over there towards Jago. Missed. Almost a critical miss.
Oh, who just left?
I think he came back on.
I came back.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. Sorry, my phone has Bluetooth turned on, so when it rings, all of a sudden I hear stuff there. So, which
Oh,
makes it a little rough for me at times. So he threw the flask. It did not hit any of the other support stuff. So, did I lose everybody else? Are you guys still there?
no.
No.
I'm still here.
Well, you're here.
Okay, cool. Sorry, it went dead quiet, so I wasn't sure if my mic was and headset were still messing up. All right.
No, Tim was,
I only see you, so I'm going to do my move up to Jago, and I'm going to take out a hatchet as I'm walking. That's 2 actions, and then I'm going to take a swing with my hatchet.
at
And this guy has a short sword. Let me double check that. Yes. Oh, nope, sorry, melee hatchet. So there we go, swirling away. Missed. All right, he's done. All right. Now we
Nice.
move on to Eli's turn. Eli is coming out of the tent. Who can he see? He can't really see shit. I see the bandit down here though. So he will take 3 steps here, and he loaded his gun last night. So he is going to shoot that bandit in front of Knox. As everybody hears a pow, that got everybody's attention. Oh, and he misses. Okay. Now he's going to reload. There you go. So that's the end of his turns. Okay. And now it is Monic's turn. What the hell is going on? She comes out almost butt-ass naked, just wearing a gown. And she's going to summon. Where is she? Actually, she's going to bring up a glass shield. She needs some type of protection. She get the LDN out as soon as she can. And you notice what looks like a little dome of glass rips over her entire area. Almost like a little force shield. Okay, that was that was a single action. And she is looking at the one on Nox because she sees Nox is hurt. And she's hitting him with a ray for her second. And she's done. That's it. Attack. Missed by 2. You guys watch this ray rip by this dude as he turns sideways a little bit. Looks like he's getting ready to bring that hatchet down on Nox again. Cutting wood. You hear the one in front of you, Tim, go, Clem, I'm fighting a wood guy. Axe works really good. Hear the other one go, really? That's awesome. Daisy, you're,
I'm shut down.
oh, you're shut down.
I don't even have Discord.
Oh,
Everything
network went
just
off.
shut down.
Okay.
So.
I'll handle Daisy then. Daisy comes out. She's the one on top of Glenn too. All right. Shoots on. Goes for hitting with the butter turner. And that is a hit. And she'll do regular damage. Oh shit, that's some damage. You guys hear this bong, and that butter turner rings off that sucker's head. Okay, Jago. Oh, Discord crapped out. Okay. That's weird. Alright. Nothing I can do about that. Did we lose our internet? Yeah, I think my internet dropped. Okay.